Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis was put in a tough situation following this week's show, as he was attacked in his office. While it was accidental, his anger was real. After the show ended, a few women superstars were in Nick's office. Following an argument among them, Mourning swung her kendo stick at Chelsea Green, only for Piper Niven to move her out of the way. This caused the kendo stick to hit Aldis instead. He proceeded to make a street fight between Mourning and Chelsea for next week's show. So, despite causing that pain to Nick Aldis, the former OC member got what she wanted via the GM's announcement. She took to X/Twitter to show her true feelings. Mourning even added a clip of her laughing at the situation backstage. "I think it real Nick Aldis and I speak the same language. I'm ready to get to the land of extreme with my good old friend and I'm Chelsea Green." Was face blowing a kiss. Chelsea Green, on the other hand, has refused to be a part of this match. Mourning will undoubtedly ensure it happens. Either way, it hasn't been confirmed whether the Women's United States Championship will be on the line. Green lost a non-title match to Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown this week, prompting her outburst in Nick Aldis' office that caused the entire scene. The WWE Universe thrives on drama, both in and out of the ring. However, few moments have shaken the locker room quite like the chaos that unfolded after a shocking backstage incident on SmackDown. Reports emerged that a WWE superstar was seen laughing moments after physically striking SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, leaving the entire locker room stunned. What led to this unexpected clash? And what repercussions could this have for the Blue brand? Let's break down everything that went down and what this could mean for WWE's landscape moving forward. The incident, tension boils over. The backstage altercation reportedly occurred following a heated segment between Nick Aldis and a top WWE superstar. The tension between Aldis and this individual had been brewing for weeks, and sources close to the situation claimed that things finally reached a boiling point after SmackDown went off the air. According to witnesses, Aldis was seen having an intense discussion with the superstar in question near the gorilla position. While no one expected things to escalate beyond a war of words, the situation took a shocking turn when the wrestler suddenly struck Aldis across the face, leaving those in the vicinity completely stunned. Security and officials immediately stepped in to defuse the situation, but what caught everyone off guard was what happened next. Instead of showing remorse or backing down, the superstar laughed before casually walking away, as if nothing had happened. Who is the WWE superstar? Speculation is running rampant regarding the identity of the superstar involved. While WWE has yet to release an official statement, several names have been rumored based on recent SmackDown storylines and backstage tensions. One of the leading names being mentioned is LA Knight. The self-proclaimed megastar has been at odds with Aldis in recent weeks, especially after being denied a spot in a major title match. Knight has never been one to back down from authority figures, and his rebellious attitude makes him a prime suspect in this situation. Another possibility is Solo Sikoa. The enforcer of the bloodline has been unpredictable ever since Roman Reigns took a leave of absence. With the bloodline slowly fracturing, Solo may have lost his temper during a backstage conversation with Aldis, especially if the SmackDown GM was trying to assert his authority over him. Then there's Kevin Owens. The prizefighter has never had a great relationship with authority figures and has a history of getting physical with WWE officials. With Owens recently showing signs of frustration over his booking, it wouldn't be surprising if he let his emotions get the best of him and took a swing at Aldis. Regardless of who was responsible, the superstar's reaction, laughing after hitting Aldis, has raised serious questions about what happens next. Why did this happen? Several theories are circulating regarding why this altercation took place. Some believe that this was a genuine moment of frustration boiling over, while others speculate that it could be part of a larger storyline being developed for SmackDown. One possibility is that Aldis made a controversial decision that angered the superstar. Whether it was denying a championship opportunity, suspending them, or making a ruling that impacted their career, there's a chance that this superstar simply snapped in the heat of the moment. Another theory suggests that this could be a work-shoot situation, where WWE is intentionally blurring the lines between reality and fiction. If this is part of a planned storyline, it could lead to a high-profile rivalry between Aldis and the superstar involved, possibly culminating in a major match or storyline twist. However, if this was an unscripted incident, then the consequences could be severe. WWE has strict policies about physical altercations backstage, and regardless of the circumstances, striking a general manager, who is also a well-respected veteran of the business, could lead to serious disciplinary action. Locker room reaction, shock and amusement. The locker room's response to this incident has reportedly been mixed. Some WWE superstars were said to be in shock over what transpired, especially since Aldis has been viewed as a professional and level-headed leader since taking over SmackDown's general manager role. Others, however, reportedly found the situation amusing, particularly due to the superstar's reaction. According to one backstage source, it wasn't just the punch, it was the way they walked off laughing like it was no big deal. One anonymous SmackDown star commented, "I don't know if it was meant to be serious or if they were just trying to make a point, but the fact that they laughed right after made it feel like they knew exactly what they were doing." What happens next? With WWE yet to officially acknowledge the incident, there are several potential directions this could take. The superstar gets suspended or fined. If this was a real-life altercation and not part of a storyline, WWE might be forced to hand out a suspension or fine to show that there are consequences for such behavior. Nick Aldis takes action on SmackDown. If this is part of a bigger storyline, Aldis could address the incident on the next episode of SmackDown, potentially calling out the superstar and setting up a heated rivalry. Roman Reigns gets involved. If this involves Solo Sikoa or someone close to the bloodline, Reigns might return to SmackDown sooner than expected to re-establish order within his faction. The superstar doubles down. Given that the individual laughed after striking Aldis, they could lean into this rebellious persona, potentially leading to a new anti-authority character on SmackDown. Final thoughts. Whether this was a planned moment or a spontaneous act of defiance, the fallout from this WWE superstar striking Nick Aldis backstage is bound to have major implications. For now, fans will have to wait for WWE's official response. Will Aldis seek revenge? Will the superstar be punished? Or is this the beginning of something much bigger? One thing is certain, SmackDown just got a whole lot more interesting.